Hi everyone, welcome to this new lecture of Engineering Economics. In this lecture, we'll discuss about the factors affecting the demand, or that is called determinant of demand. In a previous lecture, we have discussed about the demand and its types, and we know that the demand is the quantity of a product or service that consumers are willing and able to buy at different prices during a given period of time. So that means at a particular time period, whatever may the price of the product, the consumers are willing and able to buy the products. That is called demand. Beside the price of the product, some other factors which are influencing the demand. So that is called also determinants of demand. So let's see what are the factors are affecting. The first one is price of the commodity. So the price of the commodity product, actually most important factor, we know that. So when price is the price of the product is playing a crucial role, we can say when the price is decreased, so demand will be increased for that. The alter case we can consider when the price is increased, the demand may decrease here. I've taken an example of suppose smartphones. When the smartphone price is high, like 20K, that time maybe demand less. But when the price is of this product is decreased to 17K, then more people are expected to purchase, so demand is increased here. The same case when the price is increased from 20K to, suppose I'll tell you 25K, suppose at that condition the demand may less because less people expected to buy that product. The second one is income of the consumers. So income of the consumers is also play a major role in the determinants of demand. So the income of consumers is divided into two categories. One is normal goods, another one is inferior goods. So in the normal goods, if you consider, the demand increases when income increases. So obvious case, when the demand increased, that means when the income is increased, the demand also is going to increase in that case. So when people's income rises, they can afford better or more expensive products. They can go for branded clothes, and they can purchase car, they can afford better furnitures. So in all aspects, they can go for good things. So that's why it is called when your income is increased. So consumers can their demand also increased. But in the inferior goods, actually, their demand decreased when income increased. Okay. In the both the case, you can see the income is increased, but here demand increased, here demand decreased. So inferior goods is nothing but these are talking about the low cost goods. Okay, what are the goods are having low cost, low price? We were talking about that. So initially, when you are having normal income, people's like consumers used to purchase low quality rice, suppose. Okay, so in the same case, when the income increased, the same consumer may shift their purchasing of quality in a good quality rice. Okay, so when they'll prefer good quality rice, so this low quality rice will be less sold. So that means initially, suppose they used to purchase 30 rupees rice, and when their income increased, they may have shifted to 50 rupees rice kg. So that means at that time when their income is increased, the demand for this 30 rupees rice is decreased. That's why it is called demand decrease when income is increased for the consumers. The next one is prices of the related goods. So prices of the related goods is nothing but it is correlated to each other. So first one is substitute goods and second one is complementary goods. And the substitute goods is nothing but these are the goods can replace each other. Okay. And here they replace each other in the sense I've taken an example like this is tea and this is coffee. Some other examples can be also taken like butter and margarine. If the price of the tea is increased, initially the price was suppose 5 rupees and now the tea price is suppose 20 rupees. Then when the tea price is increased, the consumers may shift or the people may shift to drink coffee. So the same price of 15 rupees, they can get coffee. So they'll shift to that. That's why substitute goods. The next one is complementary goods. So complementary goods is nothing but these goods are used together. Without this, another will be not there. That means some examples have taken also. Here it is car. Another one is petrol. Without petrol, there will be no value of car or automobile case we can say. Or without diesel, there is no value of automobile. So, and complementary goods also we can say like printer inkjet, or we can say mobile and charger. So if the price of the car increased, so if the price of the car is increased, then what we can say, the fewer car may be sold. If fewer cars are sold, then the demand for the petrol is going to decrease. That's why it is called price of the related goods. Both are related to each other. The next one is taste and preference. When the taste and preference, actually, the consumer's preference will be changed, okay, due to the fashion and due to the advertisement and the lifestyle or the trends which is following the market. So here I have taken an example like a celebrity endorsing a sports shoe brand, which may increase its demand. Okay, when a celebrity is endorsing a brand, so that time maybe that due to the fan followers of that celebrity, more shoes or more that product may be sold in that time. And next one is the healthy eating trend can increase the demand for the oats and fresh foods. If you want to stay healthy, so to stay healthy, you need to go for the better foods like oats and fresh fruits. So that also a demand of will be there. So the next one is population. So population, actually, the size and composition and the age structure of a population influence the demand. Okay, so here I've taken an example like increase the number of school age children, which may rise the demand for the school uniforms, books, and stationery. So that is also one demand. The next one is expectations about the future prices. The expectations about the future prices regarding the what we can say that some example I have, like a small example I have given. If people expect the petrol price is going to rise in the next week, then many people or many consumers, what they'll do, they'll fill their fuel tank immediately. Okay, if you are getting some news like tomorrow onwards the fuel price is going to increase by 2 rupees or 3 rupees, then in the evening itself we can see a long line will be there in the petrol pump to fill their cars and other vehicles. The next one is government policies. The government policies also having plays a role in the demand. So that is like, taxes, the taxes formation, the subsidies and the regulation that can affect the demand. The example I have taken, like subsidies on the electric vehicles can increase the demand. So when government launches the electric vehicles to get it promoted or to make it more valuable sales, so government can give some subsidies on that electric vehicles. And higher taxes on cigarettes can reduce the demand. If you increase the taxes on the cigarette items, then the demand may be reduced. The next one is advertising and promotion. So advertising create the awareness and influence for buying the decisions. Okay. So some example is there, like how much advertisement you are doing. So that much possible is there. You can sold a maximum amount. So attractive and campaigning festival discounts like buy one get one free. That offers can increase the demand of the product. Not only actually for the particular period of time, if the quality will be not there, that may be another aspect. But for the period of time, we can give some, by giving some offers, you can sell more amount of the product. The next one is season and climate. So the demand for the some products that changes with the season wise. For suppose in the summer season, we can get the value of like ice creams and ACs and cold drinks are having more value or more importance in the summer time. Similarly, in the winter season, we'll have the values of like woolen clothes, okay, mufflers, sweaters, all these things, and room heaters. So these will be more valuable in the winter season. Similarly, in the rainy season, umbrellas and raincoats are having impact. So that is demand for the season wise. The next one is availability of credits. Easy access to get loans and the installment payment options that encourage the consumers to buy expensive products. Suppose if you want to invest on some particular product with some by taking some loans, so easy access to loans and the installment procedure, payment procedures, that should be flexible to the consumers. Then only there will be attractive and more demand. Like low interest rate home loans increase the demand for the houses, and EMI facility increase the demand for smartphones, laptop, vehicles. So all will become in the based on the easy loan access and installment payments. The next one is distribution of income. So the demand depends on the how income is distributed among the peoples. Suppose in a country where income is evenly distributed, the demand for essential goods is higher. But if the income is concentrated okay, the demand for the luxury goods may increase. That is called distribution of income. How we are distributing the incomes. The next one is consumer confidence. So consumer confidence is nothing but if the consumers are having more good income and they're flexible, they'll have the confidence. The people spend more money or when they'll feel financially secure. When if you have financially confidence that I can invest some amount in that particular product, then you can feel confidence in that. So during the economic growth, the consumers can buy like cars, homes, and electronics. Some people, they have invested in the share market. So if their share market is good, then they will have good amount of profit. So by that, they can invest some cars, homes, or electronics items. But during the recession time, spending on non-essential items is going to decrease. So that is called consumers' confidence. When they are feeling confidence, so that time they can invest in some products. So these are the factors which are affecting the demand, or that is called determinants of demand. I hope you understand this lecture. If you are having any doubt and query, you can give a comment on the comment. Thank you all.